back to you.
Hey, why don't you use the jaws of life on your fat wife, dude? Did you hear me rank him? That was rad.
I'm so glad you're okay, Richard.
I looted some great stuff for our apartment. A fat bearskin rug, a new blender, a double ender,
Currently, we have no more information. And in entertainment news, the comeback of the year. Disgraced drunkard Mad Dog, who was recently saved from jumping to his death by a mystery assistant, is on top of the charts with a new album and a sellout tour plan.
Yes, people, the wait is over. Mad Dog is back, on the top where I belong, baby. #1. Now I want to set the record straight at this point. I've been hearing all kinds of shit like I was drunk and I was on some drugs and I had a breakdown or some shit. I was never in a hotel in Las Venturas. That's bullshit. They just hating on me.
Move, homie!
They've been hating on me since I was in baby shoes. I was in the studio, yeah, took a little time off. I watched y'all rappers get out there and try to do your thing, but now I'm ready to drop this dog shit on your whack-ass rappers. I got a new manager, his name is Carl Johnson, and we gonna take this rap game to a new level by storm for the second time. Yeah, bitches, sign up right now to get in my whole rocket. It's gonna be big. Yeah, take a number, homie, take a number.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. This is the end, and a new beginning.
Having trouble finding a place to park? Notice the lines are getting longer at the food store? 19 million illegal aliens live in this country, most of them in San Andreas. Our organization has banned immigration green cards outright today. Preserve the status quo in our favor. Vote yes on Proposition 832. Illegal aliens do a valuable job packing groceries and caring for your lawn, but they should learn. America is not a land of handouts. While they're illegal, they have no rights, they have no status, they have no expectations. And they're happy to be here. It's a win-win for America. If we give them green cards, soon they'll be just like us, overweight, unhappy, and too lazy to do menial tasks. Vote yes on Proposition 832.
And now, the #1 show for vegetables on the radio, Gardening with Maurice.
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice, and we must answer nature's call. Going to the phones. Greetings, garden lover. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Trish.
Okay, is that short for Patricia?
Yeah.
Oh, then what I asked is what your name was, not the nickname your skinhead boot-wearing friends call you at the rallies. Maybe you should do less drugs and learn to try a bit harder. Next caller.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and my husband has a topiary problem.
Ooh, this sounds serious.
Well, he started off small scale, just recreational usage, you know, doing horses and cockerels, yeah, unicorn, but it's kind of gotten out of control.
How so?
He just can't stop. I mean, people think it's all fun and games, but what happens when the party stops? What happens then?
Okay, just hold the phone. Hold the phone and get a grip, okay? At my house, when the party stops, we pay the gimp, get rid of the sailors, and 15 minutes start crying in unison.
Well, that's your business. My husband's reached bottom. It's terrible. Giraffes, lions, elephants, rhinos, all of them carved out of hedges. Penguins, dogs, velociraptors, you name it, he's made a leafy version.
What could be more natural than a man trimming a hedge into the shape of an animal? Very therapeutic. Makes a man feel like a god. When you can twist nature to your own perverse entertainment, then you know we've won. Eat me, Darwin.
But now he's trimming bushes into a spaceship, a rocket, and a lance. He runs around with hedge clippers and screams, "Trim that bush! Hit our neighbors!" He even fastened a shrub into a kangaroo with a pouch, and his sleeps inside is so nice. Oh, he's freaking out on bush. He needs help. Please, you've got to help him.
Pop gonna kill me!
Jerry, look at their contributions to society. But as they say, if the grass is greener in the other fella's yard, okay, next caller. Whoops, hold on a second, I'm blossoming. Here.
My name's Henry.
Are you blossoming?
I guess I am. I've really come into my own in the past few months since I joined a cult and began tithing money in exchange for spiritual habits and letting everyone take turns on my back. Anyway, I have a lovely daughter. Most course, I chop it in half first.
Have you tried any experiments on human beings?
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Good man! Good man! See, the secret of nature is once something is at the height of beauty and potential, it is time for it to wither and die. A bit like the British Empire. That place withering and dying right before our eyes. It's run by a queen, and if she had a pistol, she'd be the king. Luckily, in this country, we don't need the word humorous. But hell, I'm all over the place here. It's so easy to get out of control when you're doing something that comes natural. Line 2, you're on Gardening with Murray.
Yeah, my name is Terrence.
Can I call you Telly Belly?
Sure, I guess. I'm growing flowers, but sometimes I get really angry and fly off the field from the herbicide. I don't mean to. I say, I don't mean it, baby. You'll be all right. Then I cry and wear a diaper for 2 days.
A flower is nothing more than an educated weed. And like all weeds, all living things need to be extinguished. Like a life support machine or a cigarette, which I won't be able to smoke anymore if the fascists in the state government have anything to say about it. A damn Proposition 421. Tobacco is a plant, people. And if it comes out of the ground, we should be able to smoke it like coal and opium. Next call.
Yeah, I got a question. Why is everybody on the radio named Maurice?
I pray to the great gardener in the sky that you've been fixed. I hope they snipped your nuts off, because spreading your seed could be a disaster. Do you have a question? A question? Gods, vegetables, tards.
Yeah, that guy was talking about bugs and plants that eat them. I got a better solution. Put pesticide in the sprinklers. Might be rubbish. I mean, the ones that live.
Lovely. You're a lovely fucking you morons in this town are spreading like weeds. Like little bastard dandelions. I wish I could just pop every one of your goddamn heads off. Hello, Line 8. You're on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, I heard what you said about bonsai trees. And you know what? You can stick that green thumb right up your ass.
Oh, yes! Another man who grows miniature plants so he can feel like a giant. A real man loves enormous trees that he can have his way with, chopping them down and using the wood to fashion rocking horses and suggestive whirligigs. Okay, we're running out of time. Literally. But again, like a seed sown in a hurricane or a mushroom spore from outer space. I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR. Gardening with Maurice.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Hello, I'm James Batista, world traveler, and this is The Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by the moon, often while lounging around garden parties, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to be a balloon. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was insulting. We were poor people. I live in Vinewood to be away from poor people.
Barbados is lovely.
Look, I want to be very clear. I'm not racist. Just careful.
Okay.
I like all-inclusive resorts. So you can drink as much as you want, be around other people from San Andreas, and the only interaction you have with the locals is if you need a cocktail or some spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on The Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat me.
Well, we've been trying. Tom, you're on the line.
I'm so sick of England. Oh, let's go to the we break the 24 back in private instead of hanging out in some social setting making a fool of ourselves. People say it's so civilized in Europe. They got thousands of years of history. Well, I
I saw a movie about Europe once and I was disgusted. And people still defecate in their living rooms and cover it up with dirt like it's cat. You can't find a decent toilet anywhere. Or a good chicken wing. Overcharged.
Good Lord. You should stay out of it. I hear there is a casino in Ventures that is just like the rest of the world, only with better toilets and full of morons like you. Do you want culture or do you want safety? It's your choice. Personally, I want irrigation, the colonic variety. That's a whole different story. Let's go to the phones. Who's on the phones? One. Come on. Call up. Anyone? There I once made a phone call with 30 boys sitting on my lap. Not because I paid them. They wanted to be there. Or in Mali, where nobody knows what a phone is, and a lot of people have never even heard of plastic surgery, or the glory hole field. There, the glory holes aren't beanbags, I can tell you. It's violent and bloody and authentic. What are you scared of? You wimps! Give me a call! Someone! Please! Hello, you're on Wild Traveler. Where are you?
I'm on a cliff.
How romantic.
I want to jump.
I know what you mean. Jump into the unknown. How can it be a sin that feels good? Anyway, what's your question?
Why am I here?
I don't know. Why are you? Where are you? Kenya?
No, I'm in Burden's Rock.
Loathsome place. I'd jump above you.
I want to go to hell.
Me too. Buy a refrigerator magnet when you get there. On with the show. Any callers? No? Okay, maybe I should hit the travelogue again. This is from my diary in Sri Lanka. For a few years ago, I have employed the services of a young man who has been my guide in pleasure as well as travel. There is something very exotic about him. A breeder. He could be a boy, but like many locals, in certain lights, he looks just like a little girl. He is a real minx who knows exactly what he is doing to me. Oh, wrong page. Here we go. Avrinda took me deep into jungle. And there we took part in an ancient rite of passage with adolescents on the cusp of adulthood.
Get out of the way!
We hunted each other in a game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No! Wrong page. But it seems he would rather become a fisherman than follow me in an exotic life of degeneracy and narcotics as my houseboy. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate? It being really disturbing and making me slightly jealous of both parties. Hey! Has someone been stealing pages out of my journal? My producer is jealous. He keeps stealing my stuff and lending it to me. Last week I had him saying government agents wanted to look at it. What a load of trash. We have a call, finally.
I just want to tell people about a great holiday.
You mean vacation? We call it vacation. What is it? Searching for a yeti in the Himalayas? Learning to play an alpine horn? Hunting for pythons in Africa?
No, Canada.
But what about a young man to peel grapes? What about fine local herbs?
Hey, cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boy.
What about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't work for it. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats. Time for me to head south again. On the next show, we'll be discussing Amsterdam, Paradise Regained, Morocco, squidgy smoke. Until next time, travel safe. Ciao. I'm James Badiston, and this has been The Wild Traveler.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, even if we received a cease and desist.
Deal with your ignorance in 1 minute flat. Complex issues in 60 seconds. WCTR.
I love my kids more than anything.
Which is why Mom keeps me clinically obese, so I won't run away.
That's where Cake comes in. My sister's son got to 18 and just ran away. She was brokenhearted. Now me and little Joshua celebrate every day with Cake. He's my number one, and he knows it. Now he's not running anywhere. Why not celebrate with Cake every day? Celebrate with Cake.
The Tight End Zone is next. Brought to you by Lager Beer and Redwood Cigarettes. A game just isn't a game if you're not drunk and coughing.
down tight end zone. If someone's playing with a ball or two, we're there to talk about it. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. Today on The Big Show, clearing out more housing projects for golf courses. Girls in skirts. And we'll revisit the rivalry that never dies. Liberty City Cox and Beavers going at it again. Love it, love it. Buy the jersey, eat the junk food, call it athletics! I'm Derek Thackeray. Grab your balls and run, cause someone's gonna pin you to the ground and give it up the you-know-where. Winner takes all, including the Cowboys. Who's on the line?
Why don't you boys ever talk about the real issue in sports today? The loss of tradition. I wore a leather helmet playing football. The left side of my face is paralyzed, but it was worth it. We won the game. I mean, my boy goes to high school, right? And he's actually given a choice of different sports to play. There's only one sport.
I know it's ruining this country's traditions and history.
I mean, I want him to be a big sports star so I don't have to work no more. He can afford all the drugs and hookers he wants. And he's only gone and started playing lacrosse. Ooh, look at me. I'm carrying my bag on a stick and wearing a skirt. Might as well teach my boy to hunt butterflies.
Okay, I guess you're right. Go on. It all depends how you look at things. Any race fans out there? Hey, football fans, soccer fans, go home! We don't want you here! Your game is terrible, and we don't win it!
Hi, Derek. My name's Cole, and I'm a big racing fan. I tell you that where I'm from, there's nothing more exciting than getting shit-faced and going deaf in 110-degree heat and watching cars go in a circle for several hours. Yeehaw!
Yeah, hey, I think that's what it's all about. That and putting my stick to more.
That really gets on my nerves. I mean, I'm a bald man. My wife left me to, and half the cars are sponsored by Baldwin.
Castrodon Team Racing?
Yeah, what's in the name of my mother's cat is that all about? I mean, racing teams should be sponsored by things that are family friendly, like hard liquor or cigarettes. Not the reason my wife ran off with that cop.
What? Hey, screw your wife, pal. Probably a lot of guys did. This ain't Lonely Hearts. I mean, let's stop showering each other in golden sports drink and get this ball back in play. Hello, caller.
Derek, that caller's talking about the biathlon is sick, I tell you, and unnatural. This town has never been the same since they had the Olympics here 8 years ago. Kids swinging javelins like ancient Greeks, people running with burning torches, throwing hammers. What kind of man wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go throw hammers for a living? Ooh, the long jump. Look at me. I can jump really high. Great. I have a gun. Want to fight?
It's distracting us from our primal urge to paint your face with war paint, whip yourself into a sweaty, psychotic Friday, and then go annihilate and hospitalize complete strangers. Then you bang a bimbo on the sidelines. Bang, bang, bang. Look, I loved high school football, and I love gymnastics. Hey, Jack from Los Santos.
Yeah, how come you don't talk about the best sport of all, horse racing? I mean, tiny, angry people on horses? How can you go wrong?
Hey, I don't ride it any bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I never got into rodeo, man. I mean, first off, why would you ride a bull? Go find a big girl. They can use the attention, and that's all we have time for. Okay, hey, I'm Derek Thackeray. Till next time, play safe, people. Go, baby, go team!
You're listening to WCTR. Or maybe you aren't. Maybe you became so offended that the tight end zone has no female callers that you changed stations. I know I would, and have. I'm not here anymore.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
Do you find your daughter's friends attractive, but know they look at you as just a dad? Does the typing pool at work think of you more as a teddy bear than a tiger? Do you whack off in your minivan while listening to teen pop? You know, you'll be dead soon. You've missed out on so much. It's not too late to make a change. At the Midlife Crisis Center, we know you've made a success of yourself. Why are you sharing it with others? Why not enjoy it while you have a chance? What's holding you back? cowardice. We'll get you to the other side of your despair. We specialize in real estate, divorce attorneys, mistress placement, plastic surgery, hair coloring and replacement, male fur coats, and much more. With a designer clothing store and sports car dealership on site, the Midlife Crisis Center will help you discover life while you still can. Come with your wife, leave with a sports car. While you've made a success of yourself, her chest has gone south. How can you have that trollop on your arm for a second longer? The answer is you can't. Ignore your children. Take yourself seriously. Visit the Midlife Crisis Center today.
Enjoy listening to Mental Patients? Area 53 is next.
Is your child really an alien? Has the future already happened somewhere else? And finally, is cheese the latest weapon in the battle against communism? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Yes, hello. I would like to talk about a conspiracy.
Okay.
It starts with food and our toxic culture, these chemicals in our bodies. You must flush them out, Marvin. First, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. Am I listening here? Masticating vigorously. To really cleanse, you're going to have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with a garden hose up your ass cannot be exaggerated. Marvin, it's time for your downs off to really have a tail.
I was wondering when my career would hit bottom, and now it's here, right before my eyes. And Stuart is on the line.
I think everyone out there will agree that Russian foreigners are using Scorpio handheld gaming device to decrease our productivity and make our thumbs useless so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying about video games. People are dying every day of malaria, and it's all because of the messages planted in our minds from that degenitron in the 80s. Line 18. Hello.
Okay, man. I want you. I've been over to the other side.
What are you talking about, Bobby?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens living in the state. Aliens, and I've held them in my own hands. Everybody, go to the desert, beg their forgiveness. Over to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello, you're on the air.
All of this is under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I can launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Ah, look, this isn't a cartoon or TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone and women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, go into the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Mullendag.
Okay.
My name's Mullendag.
Yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled that house with a helicopter?
No.
But that'd be really cool. I thought you were a teacher. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cables. I go wound around these roads watching those.
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Shiflum. Careful.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
At home, at work, or in rehab, listen to WCTR.
The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America on WCTR with me, Laszlo. So, the media. You may hate us, but I'm gonna tell you, we hate ourselves more. And stop accusing us of being liberal. What a load of crap. This station is owned by Ammunition. I mean, have you ever heard anyone complain about guns on this station? Hosts are getting shot by them all the time, and it just gets glossed over. So I now have a job. If you're afraid of your mortality and never want to die, here's the solution. It's a man who's got all of America talking with his unique approach to spiritual matters. He's helped thousands. So press Chris Formage, founder of the Epsilon program, is here. Hello, Chris.
Kiflam, brother.
What does that mean, man? So, Epsilonism, is it a load of crap, or is it the future?
Well, what do you think, lad?
sounds awesome, but if you...
Shit! Damn!